All right, good morning. I got once again. I have Abdul Muhammad on here. He is a pretty much a YouTube viral video expert. Has roughly almost 17,000 YouTube subscribers, hundreds upon hundreds of thousand views on his channel. And as I'm sitting here starting my little kind of, I know a lot of people might resonate with this. I'm starting my own little YouTube channel. I have roughly 150 views. I got that one subscriber. Oh, it was like kind of a jump dance when you first going on that. I'm wondering, how do I name my YouTube videos for the most effectiveness? What type of cover did I use? And without further ado, I'm just going to really kind of let Abdul take the lead on this.
You know, Sean, when I first started, man, and hello everyone. I used to I say I would pick my YouTube titles the way a minister would pick titles for a sermon when I first started. Meaning, like, whatever I felt like, that's what I did. And what I noticed was, I was like, when I make these videos on whatever I felt like, I would get like 5, 6, 20 views. But then one day I saw, and this is before I knew anything about SEO, I saw a video come by and it had like, I think it had like 100,000 views. And I was like, that's a topic that I want to talk about. So by accident, I said, I'm going to talk about that. And then now, when you get to the point on YouTube where you have to figure out your title and then you're going to put in your description, I said, what should I name this? And I said, oh, I'm going to name it the same title that had the 100,000 views.
Right.
And when I named that video, that title, boy, was it different. I mean, we're talking about 5, 20 views. So now all of a sudden, before the end of the day, I think it had something like, a couple hundred views. And I'm like, okay. And then a week later, it was up to 1,000.
Right.
And then over time, like let's say about 6-7 month period, it had 20,000 views. So I was like, I'm naming this video the same title that is getting views. And then I just come up with titles like the way a minister picks sermons. And what I started to notice was, when you go to Google, you type it in specific things. But the videos that come up, on the top of the page and things like that, they're name specific things. So then that's how SEO works. You don't just come out of the blue and just pick a title.
Right.
That's like dropping a needle in the Grand Canyon and saying, hey, go find that needle.
Absolutely. Do you have any pointers on really kind of how to put the SEO element into your title?
Yes, I do. So the first thing is, whatever niche or whatever title, whatever thing that you're doing, you want to find a video or find a similar topic that you have that you want to talk about, and find a video that is getting a lot of views, because people will come in there one of two ways. Either that person has a massive amount of followers, or you see some videos where some people only have like 5 videos, and one of those videos has like 1 million views.
Right.
It's because of the proper titling that they have for their SEO title.
Gotcha.
Right. So yeah, so that's definitely important. Because if you don't, I watched America's Got Talent last night, and there was this guy on there that basically could read your mind. And one of the Spice Girls, he said, I want you to think about a story in your head, and I'm going to tell you the story that you're thinking. And then he whispered her in her ear, and she was like, oh my gosh, it's like he read my mind. Because if you don't put the proper title, you want people to read your mind. Like if I came up with a title out of the blue right now and put it up to YouTube, who's going to type that same exact title and find me if I didn't have a lot of followers? Probably no one, unless they were that guy. So this is the way you do it. A lot of times, Even your name, the name you picked for your group, that was strategic.
Right.
You know, I took a course many moons ago called, and you know where I'm going with this when I say this. It was called Internet Business Mastery. Some people would think like, why would you name it such a boring name? Internet Business Mastery. Strategic. People were looking for
Internet
internet,
business mastery. Right.
and
Right.
that's their avatar. Meaning that's the target that they were looking for.
Yeah,
So
we're going to have a whole segment that gets into buyers' personas and customer avatars and stuff like that. So if you're unfamiliar with that term, that's just another reason to stay tuned for future
yeah,
content. Because yeah, I mean we're probably going to have a couple different sessions on that one because that's just really an important, fun exercise as well, and it just
yeah,
it makes all the difference. I mean that's like the difference between if that was your little soldier going out there to win your, you say your war is a better life. That's the difference between spraying and praying and having a sniper. You know what I'm saying? Because that sniper's dead on where they want to go. That's what having a customer avatar and a buyer persona is.
exactly. So yes, so they say that most great inventions are created by accident. That was my accident.
Right. All right.
You know,
Awesome. Awesome.
yeah.
What about thumbnails and stuff like that?
Mm.
What are some real quick topics on thumbnails? Some go-tos for some noobs or YouTube beginners like myself. And another question, and I don't want to get too far off of it, but before we go further, does these principles that we're talking about not just work with YouTube? Does it work with Vimeo or other video hosting services as well?
It's all about marketing. Is all about attention. Can you be seen? And if you're thinking about, oh, I want to be plain, oh, I want to be this, I put it in this context. You gotta think about what thumbnail. Like I don't know. Give me a topic. Give me a topic on YouTube, and I'll try to come up with a thumbnail idea.
The review on Jay-Z's 444.
Oh, okay. The review on Jay-Z's 444.
I tried to stump you.
Yeah. Okay, so Jay-Z had a controversial video where he was talking about racism and O.J. Simpson, right? So I would take I would do a screenshot of something like one of those controversial characters, and I would actually use that as a thumbnail.
Gotcha.
Because I'm thinking controversy.
Gotcha.
So when you're standing in line at the freaking store and you're waiting to get your stuff or whatever, there are certain headlines on magazines and things that catch your attention. So all you're trying to do is catch their attention.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is this true? I have heard this before. I heard that you always want to put your title of your video in the thumbnail in words. Okay, because that actually Google has the ability to kind of scan that and see that. I also heard that you want to name like the actual file of the thumbnail the same thing as the title because it has the keyword in it and stuff like that. And another additional feature was when you upload the video, on the right-hand side, you got the ability, if you have your Twitter or your Google Plus attached to the account, you can kind of write a little message in there that when people do share it, that's what they're going to share. So say they're watching your video and, Abdul's 10 tips to YouTube success, that you put that in there and they click the tweet button, it's going to automatically, the Abdul's 10 tips to YouTube success. So, I mean, are these valid methods of actually keep putting that same keyword in there, or is it just kind of, is that fluff?
No, that's not fluff. And then actually to take it a step further, I even would go find a article on the 10 steps of success, copy and paste that and put it in the description.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now, do you link back to the article to give credit or?
Yeah, you can definitely say that, in the description, whoever wrote the article, you can put their name and everything. But a lot of times the written articles, they have a lot of SEO rich words.
The density, everything you're looking for is already worked out. Everything you're looking for is already worked. That makes a lot of sense. And kind of just using that as like, hey, it's just not me talking about this. Here's a reference that you can go look at. Bada boom, bada bing. And at the end of the day, that helps them, because you're actually providing a backlink to them in another traffic source to them to come in, which is at the end of the idea. At the end of the day, they're wanting traffic too. So I mean that in no ways, you know, that's a good thing for everybody all the way around.
Yeah, and you said a key word too, backlinks, and that's something else I think you should probably talk about.
We're going to get all into it. That's
yeah.
that's really, I think we just got off the 5 a.m. book club. That's something not necessarily struggle, but I really kind of had to realize we got to start at the beginning. You know what I mean? We get so, you know, I do this as a day job. You do this as a day job. You know, I've been in the trenches for some time, but you know, for anybody that's kind of really kind of coming in now, because it's like it's a hot commodity, and definitely needed. Good marketers are needed across the board for businesses. We really got to start at the beginning. So that's something, definitely something we're going to be doing. In case anybody doesn't know, what is SEO? SEO is basically it's an acronym for search engine optimization. And when you pull up your phone or you're on Google and you look for nursing shirts, the one that pops up first, that's what SEO is about. It's the act of optimizing the page and doing different tactics to make your website pop up above everybody, because there's a huge amount of traffic that comes. Some may disagree. I would say from the top 3 results. That go on there, and it may get down. Some people may go down a little bit further, but traditional rule of thumb is the top 3 results glean probably roughly about 95% of the web traffic. And this is considered what's considered organic traffic, because it's just something that happens naturally. It's not something that you pay for or things of that nature. So if a lot of people don't really get it, if you're going out there and you're using Facebook ads, you're using Google AdWords, those called paid traffic, it's definitely successful. That would be a weight loss pill. That is an immediate effect for the result that you're after, where SEO would be a gym membership. It takes time to put the work in, but you get the same effect later, a little bit down the road, but it's kind of a more long-lasting effect. Obviously, a weight loss pill could work, get you some results, but going out to the gym, every day on a routine is going to get you a lot better results for physical health.
That's true. That's true.
And you use them, and most people use them in combination. Just kind of like they would, they have a regimen, they're eating diet and they're dieting. So,
and like I told you, man, it pretty much the simple marketing period is just a playbook. The way I'm explaining it to you is a playbook to say, okay, well, here's a play where I can actually do a YouTube video and get more views. So let me just take this play out of this playbook and put it together, and that's how I can get more views in my YouTube.
Yeah, I agree. I always used it very similar now. I always called it basically it's a recipe book. It's recipes. Same thing. Exactly. It's no different. It's a different analogy, but same thought process. Because and it would be the same thing. Because I always used to give a lot of people that, because you can take, it was like, well, that didn't work for him, but that worked for him. And well, you can take 2 different chefs, give them the same recipe for tomato soup, give them the same, the same ingredients, the same kitchen. One create a masterpiece, and the other one burn the dish. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing. You can give 2 running backs the same play, and they work them completely different. You know what I mean? So that's it's a lot of people don't really kind of get that it's a practice art. Everybody's got their own little mix, and that's why a lot of times in marketing, there's no such thing as a stupid question. There's definitely no such thing as a stupid question, because everybody might do their own little spin off and it'd be successful. And that's why, that really kind of the self-education really kind of comes into play. You might want to take a course from this guy, and you might want to take a different course on the same topic from a different guy. Because what if you pull 2 things out of the other one that wasn't in the first one? That's just something else that's in your little arsenal. You know what I mean? That's true. You can really, or your playbook that you can pull out and kind of go to town on.
Yes, exactly. And YouTube. What is it? YouTube is actually Google owns YouTube.
Yeah. It's third. It's some would. I mean, if you're getting global, Google. It's in the top 5 search engines in the world, counting China. Yeah. And I mean, if you discount China in the Asian markets, it's in the top 3.
Yep. So. Yep. So it's a good strategy, I think, to have in your marketing.
And video is definitely the way to go. I mean, we have short attention spans as a race, especially we're constantly being bombarded. A lot of people, you know, they just want, and I'd say short videos, you know, 60-second, 2-minute type videos, try to pump them out as quick as possible.
Yep.
So, but all right, did you have anything else to add for anybody out there in the interwebs?
And I'll just say this, and then I'll stop because maybe it could be another topic later on. And just be consistent.
Don't make one video one day. Don't do it for 6 weeks and expect to get 100 million subscribers.
Yes, I want to ask you one last question, Sean. Are you guilty of this? When you find somebody who's like, man, that sounds like an interesting topic, or I like their stuff, do you ever look at a channel and you'll say, when was the last time they did a video?
Oh, yeah.
And let's say the last time you saw a video was 2014.
You're like, what happened to you? Did you get hit by a bus? This channel was awesome. What happened to it?
Exactly. Yeah. But if they had any product or anything to sell, you probably wouldn't buy it based on that information that you just saw
from
YouTube. Right. You'd be like, I don't know about that.
He hasn't been in the game.
Yeah. So that's my little tip, man.
All right. Well, I really appreciate it, man. This is another great segment. Well, I mean, we got some stuff. I'm going to have to kind of go back over this and just kind of map out some stuff because we talk about backlinks and everything else. And yeah, I really appreciate you coming on this morning. And I'll see you tomorrow in the 5 a.m. book club. If you don't know what that is, hashtag 5 a.m. book club. Look for it. Get with Abdul. See if you can get in there. We need some more provocative minds. We were just talking about that. Anybody can read a book. The conversation that you get and the stimulus is incredibly powerful. We have realtors in there. We have like Russian fur divas in there that are just, you know, we got video editors, got coffee divas in there. I mean, it's just, we got people like the MLM people, every type of walk of life. I mean, it's just incredibly powerful, and it is a great way to start the day. But this is the other Sean Long. I have, this is Abdul Muhammad, How to Find Your Passion. I really appreciate you coming on. I'll talk to you guys later. God bless.
Take care.